you doing?
Hello, is this Dazzle?
Yeah, it's Dazzle.
Yes, how you doing? I want to know if I can book a reading or if you're available for a reading.
Yes, always. What's on your mind?
Okay, so I think my baby father's sleeping with the girl next door.
What?
And yes, because she always looking at me funny. She never really speak. But every time I'm with him, it's like she speak and be giggly, like doing this like a side eye thing. I think it's like a woman's intuition thing. He say I'm tripping, but I know I'm not. He don't do nothing for me, nothing for my kids. And the other day, I found like a Gucci receipt in his armrest, and just coincidentally, she had like some
Alright, we're
Gucci
gonna
shoes
figure
on.
it. Hello, everyone. It's your girl Dazzle that Tarot, and I am back for another tarot reading. So, if you guys would like to book a reading, a private reading, all you have to do is basically hit me up at jellome123@gmail.com. And the prices and everything was in the intro. So if you want to rewind it back and look, that's great. But let's get into it. First of all, how are you? I am fine. I haven't been on like that because I am living my real life. But anyway, let's get into it. First of all, I know it's not a lot of people in here, but we're going to talk about it anyway, right? And then people will come in, or people will just look at the video after the live. It can be one of two things. So, without further ado, we're going to talk about this topic, right? And basically, it is about Nikita Dragun versus Asian Doll. And it wasn't homophobic or was Nikita Dragun being divisive. Okay, so let's rewind this back and let's see what happened, and then we'll do a reading after I give my little opinions, from what my take on things. First of all, Nikita Dragun is an Asian, or she I heard she was mixed, but she looks more Asian. But they're saying that she's mixed with Caucasian and Asian, right? But anyway, she is a transgender woman, and basically she wants to be the first transgender pop star. And so she came out with a video, and the video the song is called Dick, right? Dick. And the thing is, what she did in the song, in the video, was try to basically say that trans women, as in her, everyone wants them. What's up? How you doing? Everyone wants them. Everyone wants her. All the DL men want her. That's supposed to be straight, right? We're going to get into these terms too, because I want to actually get into it before I do the reading. Also the females that are cis, and we're going to get into that. Oh, are you doing okay? That's great. We're going to get into that or whatever. The females who are cis women are copying her, always copied her, right? And she shows this by showing visuals of DMs, like Tiger DMing her, telling him to call her back. I mean, to call him or whatever the case may be. And then you started showing people's pictures without the head, just their body, right? The females and what they were wearing, and putting dick over top of their stomach, right? So the word dick over top of their stomach, right? And one of the pictures is of Asian doll. And Asian doll was wearing a fringed, beaded, like Mardi Gras ensemble, right? Like a showgirl ensemble. It was a bra and panties, and it was basically fringed or beaded going down, and it was in pink. And Nikita Dragun said she wore it first or whatever, basically. And she wore it for her birthday. And it was in like crystal clear, white, whatever, sparkly. But pretty much she's saying that, Asian doll bit off her. Because just like trans women, and I'm a trans woman, we're innovators. That's what she's trying to say. But also the visual of the word dick that's over top of Asian doll's stomach, it does look like she's misgendering Asian doll. right? Because Asian doll is a natural born woman, right? So if you didn't know Asian doll, you would not know that was her body. But however, Asian doll has a really big fan base. So Asian doll's fan base came to Asian doll and basically said, "Look, I know you don't know who Nikita Dragun is, and why is she using you in her video, putting dick over top of you and saying that that you're biting her style." So Asian doll is like, "I don't know. That's what I want to know," basically, right? And so then Asian doll goes on this rant of calling him a little boy. That's what she said, calling Nikita Dragun a little boy, right? And saying that she would drag him by his bald head or something like that, misgendering him. Also, what else? They get into a back and forth. I'm not even going to get into all of what the back and forth is, but pretty much Nikita Dragun was basically telling Asian Doll that, look, trans women and gay men created the culture. And she said, someone said, I don't know if the Asian Doll said that or a commenter said that, no, black women created the culture. And then she said, no, black trans women and black gay men created the culture, right? And then she goes on to say that trans women are the most beautiful, and she's never seen a cis woman that looks better than a trans woman, right? So let's get into that. So it's a few things I want to say about that before I do the reading. So here's the problem. The part with Tiger, right? The fact that you outed him, so to speak, people already knew that he likes trans women. So that's not a news breaking thing. But however, the fact that you feel like you have to out him is saying that for some reason, any reason at all, right? You want to shame him, right? He should feel ashamed. A lot of people do it to be vicious. So when you out people, you're trying to shame them. And my thing is, if you are a woman, and this is what I'm saying, because at the end of the day, you transitioned into a woman. So it's nothing to be ashamed about if someone wants to deal with you, right? If someone wants to lay with you or be with you, right? So the fact that you're thinking it's going to be, oh my God, he's having sex with a man just like a woman, that's telling me that you're trying to say, I mean, you're taking the movement back right there, because now you're just trying to say that, look, I'm a man dressed as a woman and he's sleeping with me. So he needs to be shamed because he's supposed to be straight. That's how that sounds to me, right? And it shouldn't be like that because you transitioned into a woman. That means you're a woman. There's nothing to be ashamed about. So it's nothing to out. He's just dealing with another woman. That's how I kind of feel about that, right? But then when it goes to the word cis and being divisive, here's my issue. The LGBTQIA has fought for their terms, right? So I also feel like, you know, you want to be addressed in a certain type of way, right? You want to use your terms, right? You want to use transgendered woman or trans woman or queer, non-binary, things like that, right? And that's fine. That's what you volunteered to be labeled as, right? So with women who are born women, they're not necessarily being saying, oh, I want to volunteer to be called cis. So because I think the word cis is honestly a word that just makes someone else feel comfortable. And I don't feel like you have to call anybody cis if they're not comfortable with it. Just like I shouldn't call anyone any other name other than what they're comfortable with, right? So even when it comes to pronouns, period, right? So that's messed up to me. So I don't even like being called cis. Just call me woman, lady, that girl over there. whatever you're going to call it in that regard, right? Whatever. But then let's move on from that. But then the divisiveness of it is when you start like saying things like trans women look better than cis women. I've never seen a cis woman look better than a trans woman. First of all, here's the problem, right? You're basically saying that when you transition to a woman, for some reason, you automatically are elevated above a natural born woman in a way. That's how I'm taking that, right? And I just kind of feel like that's BS because just because you transitioned into a woman or a man, whatever you transition to, that still don't make you better or less than anybody. Just like if you was born a man or born a woman, it doesn't make you better than less or less than anybody. So that's divisive. Now, the innovator part to me, right? The innovator part to me sounds like this. You're saying that you're an innovator based on the birthday outfit that you were wearing. Now, here's the thing. Showgirls were those outfits, right? They were designed by women and men. Matter of fact, if you take it back, people at carnivals wear that outfit. Women do. So are you going to say the indigenous folks in certain regions who have outfits like that during carnivals and stuff, they're copying off of you too? They wore it first. So you can't really say that that design was only made for you when you were alone. That would be a lie. Now, innovative, I feel like the LGBTQ has put in a lot of great ideas into the culture, and Black women have put a lot of great ideas into the culture. You know, slang was used from certain terms was used from Black women, certain terms was used from the LGBTQ. I mean, it's all together. I mean, so it's no one thing is more used than the other at this point. You know, even her herself wear certain things that come from a Black woman, so you can't really say it's, you know, whatever. I just think it's like everybody puts their thing in the pat, and then in 2021, this is what we have, right? So I can't really even agree with that. Now, as far as Asian doll, now, is it homophobic that she immediately started calling him a boy? Homophobic means that you have a fear. Phobia is a fear of gay people, right? Now, before this whole conversation, before everything went down, you didn't hear of Asian doll going on a rant like that, right? Now, when we rewind this back again in the video, she had the word dick over top of Asian doll's stomach, like you're misgendering Asian doll. And it can be looked at as a misgendering. So basically, you did that to her first. Like Asian doll didn't even know you. She didn't even knew of you. She probably seen you on IG or something on Twitter and didn't think nothing of it. She probably really never even met you before. So there was no reason for her to even be in your video. Any body part, any whatever. It had no place in your video. So I'm trying to figure out, how is it unwarranted, right? Because I'm going to give you an example. And this is not me trying to take sides or whatever, right? Imagine this. You go up to somebody and slap them in the face. Unwarranted, all right? You slap them in the face. So they take out a pistol and shoot you in between the eyes. Do you be like, oh, they killed this person, they need to go to jail? Oh, they're wrong because they shot him in the head. They shouldn't have did that. Will this victim that's now a victim of gun violence should not have walked up to this person that they don't know and they don't know what mindset that they're in and slapped the shit out of them? So really, they asked for it, right? Because you don't know and you can't tell people how to respond. good, bad, or ugly, or indifferent. Now, was it ugly? Yeah, but she didn't start that. Nikita did. So when you start things like that, you have to brace yourself for impact. You can't talk about people that you don't know and expect for them when they see what you said. What's up, Miss Waverly Cakes? Hey boo, how you been? I haven't seen you in a minute. But yeah, when you know you talking about people when they get a whiff of what you said, you can't sit there and tell them how they need to react, right? So if I curse you out, I can't. If I'm coming for you, I can't sit there and tell you this is how you fight. You can't say this or that about me. You should fix your lips to say this, that, and the third about me. Oh, so now you want to control what comes out my mouth, but you wasn't controlling what was coming out of yours. You see what I'm saying? That's not fair. That's not fair. That's not the real world. You can't hit nobody and tell them how to hit you back. Period. And in the words of T.S. Madison, and her reaction, I actually agree with. She said, "Well, look, I'm coming for the jugular. I can't tell you what to say or how to fight. I know when I come for you, I come for the jugular. I'm gonna put my foot on your neck, and I'm gonna keep it there until your windpipe caves in. So what? Don't come for me. I won't come for you." And she had no business putting her in that video. She didn't ask to be in that video. She didn't ask for nothing. You're stunting over a dress. Oh, but not even a dress, a bra and some panties that's been worn for centuries. That's a style that didn't start with you. It didn't start with the LGBT community. It didn't even start with Asian dolls stylists. It started in the carnival scene. That's a carnival outfit, to be honest. But anyway, but yeah. So it caused a lot of divisiveness and on both parties. The fact that Nikita Dragun did that and the fact that Asian Doll responded like that, it caused the whole clash of women and transgendered women. And to me, I feel like everybody's a woman, whatever, at the end of the day. And to be honest with you, the divisiveness needs to stop because everybody came from an African woman. One woman in Africa. So everybody came from a black woman. The DNA says it all. I mean, I even watched this documentary where they traced back everybody's DNA all the way to a tribe in Africa. So on that note, everyone came from a black woman. So whatever you do, you're emulating a black woman. See, look, you see how I put that in there? Whatever. But all in all, everyone came from a woman. So a woman's body should be respected too. And when you transition the breast, the butt, the everything, what are you wanting to look like? You're not trying to look like a man. You're trying to look like a female. So on that note, you can't down females and say that they don't look better than trans women when trans women are trying to, not even trying to, what you're doing is you're transitioning to a female, period, a woman. So at this point, if you're a woman after you transition, you can't say that, oh, you look better than another woman. Oh, y'all look beautiful. I mean, it's just too much. It was divisive. It got a little out of pocket. Would I call it homophobic? No, because Asian Doll never exhibited a fear of gay people, ever. So I can't call her homophobic. What I can call her is she got a smart ass mouth. And, that's what it is. So if you come for her, she's going to come for you. And with Nikita, she's messy. She said she did some messy stuff. That act alone was messy. So she got herself into some things. She liked drama. She's with the shits. And Asian Doll could be with the shits too, obviously. So you can't tell Asian Doll how to respond when she feels disrespected, just as well as you can't tell Nikita how to respond when she feels disrespected. And that's how I feel about that. But we're just going to go ahead and do this reading. That was a rant. That was a 20-minute rant. But no, I just had to break down everything and give my opinion. But because I don't like it, because I even seen like trans women trying to just, and other women. I mean, matter of fact, I just want to take the trans part out of it, right? Because here's my thing. I've seen women being put against each other, right? You have certain women who feel like because they're part of that LGBT community, they're the T in the LGBT community, they feel like, what Nikita Dragun said was absolutely right. And then you have women who are not in the LGBT community who feel like it was wrong, right? And then you have other women trying to say, oh, Asian doll is transphobic. But to be transphobic is to have a fear. She never had a fear of trans people. She never exhibited it, right? So we're talking about Asian doll and Nikita Dragun. So let me just go ahead and go into the reading, right? He said, what's going on? So let's see. What was the energy surrounding Nikita Dragun and her video? Like, what was her purpose of making that video? She said it was to just showcase how they're innovators, trans women are innovators and stuff like that. But what was no, I just seen the moon card. That was a lie. So basically, I just seen the moon card. She lied about that. Okay. So first of all, basically, I just did a whole 22-minute go over of everything that happened and put my opinions, all right? So let's go into it. So basically, what was the reason why Nikita Dragun made that video with everybody in it? Okay, including Tyga and Asian doll. And I'm going to use the Modern Witches Tarot because it's a lot of feminine energies in it. Like even the kings and knights are female. So, these are women at the end of the day. So let's see. So let's go ahead on and ask these questions. What was her energy surrounding that? 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. She got the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay, that's the first card. Okay. And the King of Wands in the reverse. Okay. So this is the Modern Witches Tarot deck. Okay. So, and it's by Lisa Sterle. And it has, like I said, it's a lot of women in here, right? Even right here. This is the Queen of Wands in the reverse. And the King of Wands right here, that's in the reverse, and the King of Wands is actually a female, right? So let's go into it then. So to me, I feel like this is Nikita Dragun with this Queen of Wands in the reverse. So I don't know what sign she is, but you don't have to be the sign of this fire sign, which is Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. You don't have to necessarily be a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo to exhibit this energy. So basically, this is all about action, enterprise, creativity, right? And this is a person. This is a people's card, and it's in the reverse. So that means that, look, the Queen of Wands in the reverse represents someone who's a bitch. I mean, first of all, they play victim. They can be in the wrong, and even though they know they're wrong, they're still going to give it. You said, yes, I have it. Great correlation to women. You're absolutely right. Yeah. I mean, basically, they can be completely wrong, but guess what? They're going to take that stance and they're going to give it a good ass try, right? So basically, she was wrong as shit for that video. And even though she wrong, she not going to act like she ain't wrong. And she's going to be that victim and shit like that, right? And, also it's about putting your foot down too, right? Right, wrong, or indifferent. This was her stance, her transgendered woman stance, her trans woman stance. We're here, we're trans, and we're going to be seen. But it's the way you do stuff, right? And it really does come from the fact that she doesn't like women, because this can go wild in the reverse. That's that male misogyny in her that does not like women. And that's no shade. But also you have this Eight of Pentacles. This Eight of Pentacles is working hard at something that you like, a creative thing that you like, right? And it paid off for her. Okay, so the Three of Swords in the reverse. Now, this is devastating. Why do you have the Three of Swords? So this is division, right? So you're taking this divisive stance, and it paid off. And now, since you made that divide with this Three of Swords, but it's in the past now, so now you can get over it. You felt that way. You felt heartbroken by the heterosexual community. And now guess what? All is over now. You made your stance, right, wrong, or indifferent. And then you can keep going, right? But it also talks about divide, separation. So the separation, right? But also, I also want to get to the part that when she was like, okay, we've been in the shadows. That means that guess what? The trans women have been like separated from being desirable and things like that, from that thought pattern. But now it's like that's over now. We're here. We're out here. You know what I mean? So I get that too. And with the Seven of Cups, this is like choices, options. She had choices. She didn't have to go with that video and put her, the way the video went anyway, it was lackluster. So really, I feel like she could have put more creative things in her video instead of just putting other people's pictures on there and stuff like that. Like, I feel like it could have been a whole mood for real. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, she had trans women on there too. But I feel like if she had a whole video and it was made differently, like what, a Beyonce video, whatever, you had all the trans girls there and y'all was getting down, I think that would have been better. You had a right to, right? Because, in these choices, you had to stand up for your rights, like LGBTQ. You got that fist. You have, you have money, fame, success. You have love in there. You have like a tornado, as in like confusion, right? And then you even have a snake. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like she chose confusion. And of course, with this Ace of Wands, this talks about a new opportunity for a creative pursuit. That's what's going on right now. So, to be honest, even though it was divisive and it was shady and it was bitchy, it did pay off for her. And yes, this was her making her mark. Okay? But the problem is, this Death card, in the reverse, there is no transformation here. She's not going to be the next pop superstar, right? And you're really not actually bringing people together. The Death card in the reverse, Death card upright, is a transition, a transformation, of it to something new. The old ways are over, the new ways are here, right? But no, not doing that is not really transitioning out well, right? So if you wanted to be you're a celebrity, but to be a pop star and stuff like that, I guess you can be whatever you want to be, but you won't be the best, right? And at the end of the day, the energy surrounding it only caused her to have defend herself. You see that? Everybody attacking her which way and the other. So she started from being this bitch that wanted to start drama. And even though she was wrong, she swore to God that she was right. And she's going to fight this fight no matter what, right? And she put her staff in the sand and put her foot down. And it caused her nothing but problems. Now she has to speak up and stand up for herself. What's up, Know Your Queen? And stand up for herself. That's what that is, right? And that's all it's ever going to be. People are going to keep coming for her because she made herself a target. But the truth be told, she made herself a target because she has a problem with women. She has a real problem with women. That's just what it is, okay? So let's get to Asian Doll's energy. Because Asian Doll didn't deserve none of that. She wasn't doing that. She was minding her fucking business. So Asian Doll's energy. What was the energy surrounding Asian Doll? No, the thing is, Asian Doll is not transgendered. She's a regular, natural born woman, and she was minding her business. And what happened was Nikita Dragun, who is a transgendered woman who's very popular, right? Basically decided that she wanted to go into the realm of pop music and create a video and a song and wanted to be the next pop star. But the problem is, while you're uplifting trans or whatever, you're using not a natural born woman named Asian Doll, her body from right here all the way down, putting the word dick on her stomach and saying that she copied her dress, her outfit, right? Why are you putting someone in the video that, one, don't know you, two, probably didn't want to be in the video, three, you're misgendering her because you're putting the word dick over top of her. And basically, you are trying to say that she's copying you. She can't copy somebody she don't know. Now, with the style, it looked like a fucking carnival outfit. You know the females when they had their feathers, they got the bra that's beaded and fringed and stuff. They got the underwear and stuff like that. So you can't really call that innovation. That style that she has on has literally been worn for centuries. So you can't really call that innovation when indigenous people wore that particular style in their carnival. It didn't come from you. So, but anyway, but yeah, you don't know what happened anyway. But yeah, I just gave you like a whole 20 minutes. You probably just came in late, girl. I'll let you know. But yeah, but let's see how Asian Doll feels about this. What was her energy? Because to me, like I said, I don't feel like it's transphobia because you would have to have a fear of trans people. Hello, manifesting love. To be honest with you, I feel like Asian Doll just felt disrespected, and so she was just trying to disrespect her in any way that she knew how. So she called her a boy, and she said she would drag that boy by his bald ass head. So she kept misgendering Nikita Dragun, but Nikita Dragun visually misgendered Asian Doll by putting the word dick over top of her belly, period. So, thank you, manifesting love. So, let's see. What was Asian Doll giving? What was the energy surrounding her in this debacle? 1, 2, 3. And you know what's funny though? Before I get to Asian Doll, it's funny how Nikita Dragun had dual energy. She had feminine energy and she had masculine energy, and they were both in the reverse. How do you be both in the reverse? That means you were just wrong. But go ahead, Asian Doll. What's coming up with your energy? Deception. Right? The moon card. The moon card things you're confused. You don't know what's going on. So you're going to have to use your intuition and figure out what's going on. Right? Thank you. So it's like, also that's a Cancer energy. She could be a Cancer. But this is just saying that you don't know everything. So you need to wait a minute because things may look bad right now. But if you just wait a while, you can see the bigger picture, right? So I'm going to tell you right now that Asian Doll probably didn't even see the whole video. She just probably heard and probably was like, you know what? Oh, nah, bitch, you're not about to come for me. Let me tell you, baby. And she probably did not even understand what was going on, right? And you have two women in here, right? And they're both looking at the sun. And you have this shadow aspect, right? Now, the shadow aspect is what ruled the day on Twitter when it came to her and Nikita Dragun. The shadow side of everything. So, you talking shit, bitch. I'm going to talk shit to you, bitch. That's exactly what happened. She ain't see it all the way through either, right? She just commented, right? Then you have the King of Swords. This is this air sign. Clear communication, this, that, and the third. But then, and it's so funny because this King of Swords is a female and it has butterflies on it. Now, I'm going to tell you, I have seen Asian doll wear nice little cute little butterflies and stuff like that, even though that she can be gangster, you know. But I've seen that with Asian doll. And when I look at her, this sounds like, look, I feel like she probably deleted her Twitter because deleted the comments from her Twitter because she deleted it all after people started calling her homophobic. When she realized, right, this probably does sound homophobic. Let me put it down because I'm not homophobic. But what I was seeing, that bitch had me fucked up, and I was going to say this and I'm going to say that. And not only that, this King of Swords told me that other people sided with Asian though because of the fact of the matter is, even though y'all may say that she was being homophobic, when you see the whole story, was she wrong for coming back at this person? No, she was not. Matter of fact, what this person was doing was misgendering her and calling her a copycat. That's exactly what was going on. Okay, so then now this is the pessimistic card, like the star card in the reverse. So first of all, you can say, oh, this person was trying to bring down Agent Doll. Agent Doll felt like they were trying to bring her star quality down. But also, this talks about, her brand down as well. But this also talks about being pessimistic, things just not happening, things like that. And this is more so about Asian Doll than it is about Nikita Dragun. Asian Doll really wants her career to be the best, you know what I'm saying? And things will happen. You just have to have faith that it will happen. But this whole thing that happened on Twitter, it was like, okay, I don't know what the hell was going on with that, but I knew this bitch was coming for me, so I'm gonna just come for her. I don't give a fuck how that shit look. And then after the fact, you're like, oh, it does look a little crazy, this, that, and the third. And for real, look, I got a brand, I work real hard, and it's messed up that I gotta be in this, but can't nobody sit there and worry about me as an artist only, right? And it didn't, and it was something that was, what the fuck? Like, so this is something that didn't serve her no money. It didn't serve her any tangibles, right? So the offer wasn't there to me. And then also she felt like she was going to lose some money as well. But I just kind of feel like it didn't serve her anything to even say anything, basically. It didn't serve her nothing. So really, I also feel like with this Knight of Cups, maybe this is an apology. Maybe someone's going to come to her and apologize to her behind the scenes. Or maybe, whatever the case may be, but someone's going to come to her anyway. And then the Six of Cups is in the reverse. But the problem is she's not going to forget this. She ain't never going to like Nikita Dragun, period. And then you have the Hierophant conforming, right? So I kind of sort of feel like, and it could even be court, because I really do feel like she probably asked her to take that shit down, right? Because I didn't tell you that you can use my body for anything like that, right? So she's tired of that. She wants things to work out for her. She feels like this didn't get her no shine like she needed or whatever. Like, it was a bad look. You know what I'm saying? She's worried about money. And for real, it was kind of like, look, I just had to go off my gut because I didn't know what was going on. People was coming for me, so I had to come for them. But I kind of sort of feel like she only took the video down. She only took the tweets down because, it was the right thing to do on a image level. That's what that gives me. But she was coming for that bitch, so she came for her. So let's see. Let's just ask. Was Nikita wrong? And the first thing I got, yes, Nikita was wrong. She manifested that shit for herself, and here's the devil card right here. Nikita was dead as wrong, okay? So let's see. I didn't even need to do nothing. You already know that. She was wrong. Okay, so does Nikita have an issue? When she asked about trans women, right? When she said trans women look better than cis women, right? is she downing cis women? Is she downing women? Let's see. Yes. Yes. This 9 of Cups in the reverse. I mean, this is something that you really want to happen that just didn't happen. A wish fulfillment that did not happen. All right. Let's see. The 4 of Swords in the reverse, needing to take a break, right? Or coming out of something, right? And then the Sun card in the reverse. This can be that things just aren't meant to happen yet, or it's ego, right? And blockages, ego and blockages, right? And the Hanged Man, the Hanged One, it says the Hanged One, not the Hanged Man, right? So the Hanged One in the reverse is saying that you're doing what other people think you should do, or not what you necessarily want to do, or the wait is over, or you're in this situation because you put yourself there, and you're not, and you're not taking accountability. Things need to change, right? So to me, I feel like with this whole thing, I really feel like she was. Because this 9 of Cups, this was supposed to have been something different, right? She was supposed to say all these things and everybody was supposed to agree. And the problem is with this 4 of Swords, everybody didn't, and she didn't stop while she was ahead. She was supposed to leave it alone. It was her ego with that Sun card in the reverse that started that. So now she's in that position because she put herself in that. with the Hanged One in the reverse. She put herself in that. So yes. So yes, she was starting stuff. Yes, she has issues with the girls, with the cis girls. She has issues with them, and it was a whole gang thing. So let's see. And then here's the last one because my husband is finally up, y'all. And it's time for my day to start. So let's see. Out of anything, what else? Y'all got any other questions? Let's see what else. So yeah, she has a problem with women. I kind of already said that. Will she start stuff? Yes. Does she really want to be a star? Yes. Does Asian doll want to be a star? Yes. Does she feel like it was bad for her brand? Yes. That's why she apologized. But other than that, Asian doll just said, well, look, if you want to come for me, I'm going to hurry up and come for you and slice your throat real fast. Oh, you said she was trans? I bet. Let me go ahead on and slice her throat, get it over with. I ain't about to look at this video. I don't care where the fuck she's coming from, whatever the case may be. That's what Asian doll did. But, I mean, that's what I got from that, y'all. How y'all feel about that? I gave y'all a good 44 minutes. I got to go ahead, y'all, because that's how I kind of got from that. That's what I got from that. And out of anything, it's just going to forever be Nikita Dragun in the hot seat because that's what she put herself as. Because she doesn't see the stand that she's taking is fucked up too, But both parties were fucked up. If you ask Spirit, they were both wrong. So, yeah. So, anyway, I'm about to go ahead on and go, y'all. I done been here for a minute. Love y'all for real. Let me start my day. Give y'all this good old outro. Peace.